Tulsa. And now streaming 24/7 live from the Eden Media Studio. 24/7 live at KBOB899.com.
Two Dawgs Sports Show. We back, baby. Drone and Yo. You ready to go? Then let's start the show. Two Dawgs are back with a brand new season. Yeah, you know the reason. Sports talk, flavor, got that extra seasoning. Drone and Yo, stay on the go. Looking for scores and stats. Then this is show. Two Dawgs, they got the breakdown. Yeah, we throw down in T-Town. Look no further, Dan. You have just found the #1 sports talk show. Savage picks from Yo, big dog picks from Drone. Wanna welcome y'all back home. Gonna forget the latest news. Yeah, them dudes. Let's be them boys. Please say the noise. Free giveaways. Highlights for the game today. Let's start the show. Come on, I lead the way.
What up? It's the Two Dawgs Sports Talk Show coming at you this Tuesday afternoon here in rainy Tulsa, Oklahoma. They talking about thunderstorms and tornadoes and everything around here, man. You know, it's tornado season. You know how it go, man. They talking about tornado, man.
Yeah, man. It's the last day of school. Tornado warning. I think we have inclement weather for the next 4 days.
Yeah, they talking about tornadoes. They was talking about tornado warning until about 10 o'clock tonight, man.
Yeah. And then we're supposed to get it again tomorrow. It's supposed to be one Thursday and then one Friday too. But you know, this springtime in Oklahoma, bro, this comes with the territory. If you ain't ready for this, you ain't gonna never get ready. You know, it's just the season. You know, as soon as it gets 70, 80 for consecutive days, then we get these old cold fronts with these dry lines, and we get these rotations and these wall clouds.
Yeah, because you used to want to be a weatherman, didn't you?
Yeah.
What happened to that, man?
I didn't get a scholarship. I didn't get a scholarship.
Yeah,
but yeah, yo, it's a lot that goes into it, but it's just it's part of the reason, bro. It's our time. Like now it really don't matter where you're at. You're gonna get some kind of natural disaster. If you're on the East Coast, you're gonna get hurricanes. You're in the Midwest or the Great Plains, you got tornadoes and thunderstorms and windstorms. Out west, you got earthquakes. You out in Hawaii, you get typhoons. So you know everybody got it. You know, like if you go up north, Minnesota, it gets so cold that they tell them, "Hey, bro, stay in the house. Don't even go to work," because they talking about 30 degrees below zero, wind chill 45 degrees, negative 45. Bro, you ain't supposed to go outside and that kind of stuff. Here, when it get warm, we get all craziness jumps out. We get hail, we get wind, we get tornadoes, you know, and then if it's enough, then we get them EF3s and EF4s and EF5s. And you see what an EF4 will do. It'll flatten the whole city in 10 minutes.
Hey, man, I'm not trying to deal with none of it, dog.
Wherever you go, bro, you're going to see something.
I don't want to fool with none of it. I'm not.
True, but, I mean, it's nowhere. When I was in the Army, I was in South Carolina. We had a hurricane. And they shut down the whole base. And I was like, bro, it's just raining. They was like, nah, Wilson, it ain't just rain. It's the amount of rain and the wind that we gonna get.
Yeah, hey, that's what it is. But hey, man, we got a lot of sports going on, man. Yeah. Let's get to it, man. Yeah. All right, everybody, you can see the Two Dawgs Sports Talk Show with Drone and Yo here on KBOB 89.9 FM, also on TAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. All right, man. Hey, you can catch us on YouTube. Go to our YouTube page, subscribe to the Two Dawgs YouTube page. like our YouTube page, follow us on YouTube page, go to our Facebook page, follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, go to all those pages, all social media pages, go and like our social media pages, follow us on social media pages. You also can call in at 918-856-3873, 918-856-3873. All right, man, let's talk a little bit NBA. The Thunder, they were the number 1 seed in the West, and they were defeated this weekend by the Dallas Mavericks. I just think the Thunder, their youth, to me, I know people said that the size of the Thunder showed up. It hurt by them not having size. I don't think there was just, yes, there was an issue, but I believe one of the main issues also was the youth. You can see where the youth showed up in the play of the Thunder. They lost a lot. Some of the mistakes that they made, some of the quick shots that they made. You can see the analytics of the quick shots. You can see where there was times that SGA didn't take control, where you think that he should have took control. There was times where it seemed like they didn't want to pass the ball to SGA when you think they should have. So you've seen a lot of the youth where I think if a veteran presence could have helped with that. But I do see growth. They have enough draft picks, which is more youth. I think they say that Presti tried to get some size up in there and was unsuccessful in doing that. I don't know how much he tried, but they say allegedly that he tried to get some size. But there was they had a lot of opportunity. I think there was a lot of adjustments that took place with the calls of the ref, but I don't think the ref cost them the game this last in game 6, game 7. Game 6, I don't think the ref cost them. But we can see what's going on with the youth and what's happening with them, with the Thunder. What do you say? What do you think was happening with the Thunder on this past weekend, yo?
I think size definitely was a issue. We got out rebounded 51-37. A lot of turnover, a lot of the possessions. Even if we didn't get a good shot, we couldn't get the rebound. Gafford and what was the other guy's name for the
Lively.
Them 7-footers, just they didn't let no free balls come. So it was definitely an advantage for Dallas to have that size up under there and making sure they get our boards. I did see the youth. We had a lot of empty possessions, especially coming down the stretch. To me, I thought they should have slowed the game down and go back to number 2. I think SGA should have been involved in the offense by any means. Because usually, if it all fails, he's going to get a good shot. He's going to make sure he usually makes the right play, or he takes a good shot, even though you might be like, that's not good, and then he'll hit it. Yeah. So I think they're gonna have some growing pains.
Well, I think William, J-Dub, and Chet didn't really have a good series.
No,
they didn't have a good series.
No, I think the size hurt them, but I mean it's either near their Oklahoma City, like most people said, was like 2 years ahead of where they're supposed to be. No one thought they would be the number 1 seed this year. I definitely didn't see that. Is it a drastic change of what we thought? Yes. Did we see some growth? Yes. Do we see for the next 5 to 7 years, if this nucleus stays together, we're going to be a force in the Western Conference? Yes.
Well, I think.
Do we need to get bigger?
Yeah,
yes.
I think we do. I also think that that challenge, looking back, because it cost us, because by us challenging that play,
with the block.
Yeah, with the block, it cost us because
they gave last time no more timeouts.
We didn't have no timeouts. Where if we didn't challenge it, even if he would have made the free throws and went to the free throw line, made the free throw line, we still had a timeout where we could have advanced the ball and to half court.
And then ran a play.
Yeah, and ran a play, had a better shot. So my thing is, I think that's where some of the inexperience of coaching came into effect.
Probably, I'm gonna just say, down the stretch from 6 minutes on, we had a lot. I'm gonna say we had at least 5 to 7 empty possessions.
Yeah.
And Dallas went to either Luka or Kyrie and ran the offense through them and let them make the decision. Either they took the shot or they passed the ball to a open guy.
Or unnecessary threes.
Yeah.
I think that's where analytics has hurt a lot of teams. Trying to make the threes were unnecessary threes where we don't need a three.
We need a bucket.
Yeah. Let's run some clock. Let's go for the jumper, for the mid shot, not the three.
Yeah.
And I think that hurt us a lot because it came down the court and we shot the three.
Long rebounds,
get the rebound. Dallas come down the court and that was an empty possession.
Yeah.
Yes. And so
then they get a wide open three.
No, don't get me wrong. I think Dallas is good. Lively was hurting us on the board because he was getting the boards and he was hustling and he was hurting us on the boards.
Yes. Offense and defense.
Yes, he was hurting them, and there was nothing that they can do. Even when they went to Hack Alive wasn't working because he was hitting the free throws, so they couldn't do Hack Alive because Hack Alive wasn't working.
Yeah.
So they had to play straight up because it wasn't necessary to take the chance, and so it was just like a trickle down effect. But overall, I think the season was good. But Dallas has been, since the trade deadline, has been the number one defensive team in the NBA. Since the trade deadline, they picked up another big man. PJ Washington has been balling. The squad that they have right now, they have 2 big men that is very effective for them. Luka, Kyrie has been laying low in the cut. He has been understanding when to lay back and when to turn it on. And
fourth quarter.
And where last year it was more of him and Luka trying to figure out how to play together.
I think they figured it out.
And now Kyrie, you see more of Kyrie using his basketball expertise, and he has figured out when to allow Luka to be Luka and when to take control and turn it on.
Yeah.
And so they are playing so good together right now. Now, I'm tired of Luka crying on every time something happened. That is irritating.
Well, I'm telling you where he gets that from.
Oh, here we go.
Bron. That's where he gets it from.
Everything is not LeBron.
Man.
See what I'm saying? See, we talking about this. This is the problem with LeBron haters.
I'm not.
Every time with Mike, this is the problem with Michael Jordan love. I'm a Michael Jordan fan, but every time someone's talking about somebody else, that you want to know what some of these Michael Jordan lovers remind me of?
What?
Dallas Cowboy haters. Every time someone bring up some other team, some kind of way, they bring up Dallas. We ain't been more talking about LeBron James. We talking about the Dallas Mavericks and Luka and Kyrie Irving and the player of the Dallas Mavericks, in some kind of way, you bringing up LeBron, Cotton Pick, and James.
I'm just
Leave
saying.
LeBron out of this.
Well,
He's at home. He's coaching Bryce's AAU squad. He's doing his own thing. LeBron is not in the playoffs. He's banned from these airways when it's talking about the playoffs because he's not in it right now. This is about the Dallas Mavericks. Ain't got nothing to do with LeBron.
I'm just saying the whining and wanting to call on every play.
Oh man,
comes from
Luka. Ain't got nothing to do with LeBron. Ain't got nothing to do with LeBron. Okay. So, like I said, Dallas Mavericks is playing good. They have a good squad, but they have to go against a Minnesota squad that put the nail in the coffin in the Denver Nuggets.
Well, no, bro. You being real soft, bro. They put the chokehold on the Nuggets and made them spit out the nugget that was in their mouth. They made them spit it out. Said, spit it out. You're not going nowhere. We let you up by 20. Now you hush, be quiet. You get 14 third quarter, and then you get less than that fourth quarter, and we're going to come back from 20 and beat y'all on your home floor.
Mike Malone claimed that Denver Nuggets was fatigued and everything. Well, y'all got rest in Game 6.
Because y'all got blown out by 30.
You got plenty of rest in 30. Game 6.
30.
So you didn't. You had rested legs. You didn't play. So
and you at the crib.
Yeah, you at the crib. So you're used to the altitude.
True.
Minnesota coming in not used to the altitude. They was down by 20, so they had to come back. So they had to use their legs. So
28-14. Third quarter.
I think Minnesota should have been more fatigued
than the
Denver Nuggets.
True.
I'm not saying Denver's not a good team.
No, they defended champs.
Denver's a heck of a team. They just got beat. You got to understand. The general manager was the former general manager of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He was there in the bubble when the Lakers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's seen what the Lakers did against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's seen the strategy that they did. He's seen that they had big men. They put a body on Jokic, and they played defense. They swarmed him. They played mass defense. KCP was all over Murray in the bubble. That's what they did. He had big men all over Jokic. They swarmed at Jokic. They made Jokic play both ends of the floor. And they had someone that was all over Murray. And they beat him. It was simple as that.
Well, I just think, what I think happened is the team that won the championship, two pieces did not return from last year. Brown and Green. Their bench was a lot different, and they didn't get no bench production from the bench this year like they did last year. And that's the big difference between last year's Nuggets team and this year's Nuggets team.
But they've been getting bench production. They got bench production against the Lakers. They got bench production in this series too.
Yeah.
They just didn't get bench production these last two games.
But Game 7.
Game 6 and Game 7, they ain't get no bench.
Right. But Game 7, I think they said Joker had 34. And he had a triple-double. Murray had 34 and like 7 assists, a couple of rebounds. Everybody else on the starting 5 scored less than 8 points. Gordon had 4 points. KCP had 8. And Porter had 5.
Okay, could that just be the defense of the Minnesota Timberwolves?
I mean, 3 of your starting 5 don't score more than 8
Could that just be the defense of the Minnesota Timberwolves?
I'm just saying, bro. You got 2 dudes that score 30, and nobody else gets double digits.
Could that just be the defense of the Minnesota Timberwolves?
I just think y'all kept going to the same 2 dudes over and over and over and over and did not share the ball. Because there's no way Gordon should not have at least 20 points on just scrap plays alone, on lobs
So what it tells me is that the defense of the Minnesota Timberwolves shut them down.
Well, not real good because 2 dudes hit 30.
They shut the others down.
So you think they was gonna let them get off and then shut everybody else down? That was the game plan.
It don't matter what the game plan was, but they shut them down.
Okay.
They shut them down. Shut them down. Shut them down.
I'm just saying that
did they win?
Yes.
Did Minnesota win?
Yes.
Did Denver get shut down?
Third quarter, most definitely.
Did they
28-14.
They was down by 20, ended up winning by 8.
Yes.
Did Michael Malone come to the podium talking about we was fatigued?
I don't get that, but yes.
So, did they get beat in game 6 by 40-1?
Yes.
So, is the Minnesota Timberwolves playing tomorrow night in the Twin City?
See.
So that means Denver at home, right?
Denver went to Cancun and went fishing. One or two. They went to the lake somewhere and fishing.
So it means they got shut down.
Yeah.
In the discussion. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Well, they got shut down.
Okay.
Shut down. That's all that matters.
But they're saying it looks like in the NBA we have more parity. There hasn't been a repeat champion in the last 6 years. It's been a new champion every year for the last 6 years. Makes you say, because before this, there was dynasties. We had the 80s.
Here we go, y'all.
We had the Lakers.
Here we go.
Well, we had the 76ers.
Here we go.
Then we had the Lakers.
Uh-huh.
Then we had the Celtics.
Uh-huh.
Then we had the Pistons.
Uh-huh.
Then we had the Bulls.
Uh-huh.
Then we had the Rockets.
Uh-huh.
Then we had the Bulls.
Uh-huh.
Then we had the Lakers. And no, we had the Spurs. Then we had the Lakers. Then it came to then it went from there, it went to the Celtics. Then it was the Heat. Then it was Golden State. Then it was Cleveland. And now for the last 6 years,
I don't call one championship a dynasty. And Boston only won one. Ray Allen, KG,
and
Paul Pierce. Truth only won one.
True. But
that's not a dynasty.
But they did dominate that year.
That's not a dynasty. That's not a repeat team. That's not a dynasty.
Okay.
It's not a dynasty.
Well, the only dude that was really going to the playoffs for a whole decade, I'm going to say his name again, was Bron. He went 9 in a row. 9 in a row. I don't think that's ever going to be accomplished again, but he went 9 in a row. So that's the LeBron area. But the dominant team is not the team that Bron was on. The dominant team was Golden State. And then they added a mercenary to the squad after they whooped him.
Okay. Hold on, time out. You supposed to make me go here.
Go there.
You supposed to make me go here. And I try not to go here. But let's break this down here.
Let's break it down.
The first year in Cleveland, when
you gonna say he had Rudy Boots?
When LeBron was here, he carried a squad and had Rudy Boots.
I knew he was gonna say that. Rudy Boots.
Then he left there. And you know that squad he had wasn't all that he carried. You know he carried just like Michael Jordan carried the squad that he was on before he ended up getting the squad.
Okay.
Let's be truthful. Everybody, I'm a Michael Jordan fan, but I'm a realist. And I tell it like it is. And I'm going to tell it like it is while we're on this show. All right. Everybody want to forget about when Michael Jordan had to carry the squad and they still wasn't winning nothing.
Okay. Yeah, he was carrying the squad.
Yes, he was carrying the squad and they still wasn't winning nothing. It was going, but they wasn't going no championship. They wouldn't win no. They wouldn't win no. They wasn't going no finals.
Okay, but they was running into the two.
No.
But they running into the two dynasties.
It don't matter what they was running into.
It was running into Boston.
It don't matter what they was running into.
And then they ran into
it don't matter. It don't matter what they was running into.
Two of the best defensive teams of all times. And George still put up 63 on them.
They wasn't winning.
Okay, wasn't winning.
They wasn't winning.
Two dynasties ahead of him.
So, LeBron James, he was getting to the championship. He might not have been winning the championships, but he was getting to the finals. To the finals.
How many times did
he was carrying his teams to the finals.
How many times did he go with Cleveland the first time he was there? How many times did they go to the final?
Was it twice? 3 times?
I thought it was twice.
He was carrying them to the finals.
And then getting blown out.
With a squad that he had. Coach wasn't all that good. Yo, you know the coach wasn't that good.
No. But
he was carrying that squad to the finals.
He had some garbage pail kids on there. He had garbage pail
Then he left and went to Miami. The first year, he didn't really know how to win. That was the first year in Miami. They still went to the finals. They got beat by Dallas because he didn't know how to win. They came back that next year.
Won it.
They won it. Won it the year after that.
Yeah.
At fourth year, Wade was hurt majority of the year. Bosh was hurt. No, that's when they got beat by San Antonio.
Okay.
Bosh was hurt. So then they left. He went back to Cleveland. They went back to the finals. When it went back to Cleveland the first year, after leaving Miami, they went back to the finals. Then, if they was winning, they should have won that. His whole team got hurt. He took Matthew Dellavedova and he took the Golden State Warriors to 6 games with Matthew Dellavedova, this all-star Golden State Warriors squad. Matthew Dellavedova.
One more game. What's his name?
Matthew Dellavedova. To 6 games.
Still took L.
It don't matter. I'm talking about what the man did.
Okay, but he still took L.
Everybody was hurt. Kevin Love got hurt. Kyrie got hurt. He didn't have nobody. None. And he took an all-star team to 6 games and almost took them to a 7th.
Wham.
No. See, this is what I'm talking about, Trey. Everybody looking over everything that went into all this, and they just want to say, this man didn't do. And I'm a Jordan lover. I will always say Jordan is the GOAT. I will always say if I had to pick a player, I would pick Jordan. That's me. But I'm a realist, and I look at it with real eyes. And I don't just want to just throw dirt over what LeBron James has done like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he went back to the finals and they won it. Came back from 3-1 down.
They won it, yeah.
And they won it.
But how do you let a dude, if this is you supposed to be the guy?
They came back from 3-1 down and they won it. And then this one makes it bad. And then that same super team went and got another superstar
Wait.
to compete to be able to beat one player.
Wait a minute. What, did the team pick him up, or did the player pick the team?
The team picked him up.
No, he chose to go to Golden State.
No.
Yeah,
Listen to the story. They will tell you. Green, all of them. They untold the story. They asked him to come down to what's that ritzy place down there? What is it called?
Rodeo?
No, down there in Boston. That ritzy high place down there where it used to be where only Caucasians used to be able to go. The Hamptons.
Okay.
They had him come down to the Hamptons. Him. Green tell you. They called him. So come no. And they picked him up.
I thought it was the other way.
No. What's after I? You said I thought. I'm going off what the people said.
Well,
all to go against this one man. This one man.
Okay, but
you know what I'm saying? To go against this one man.
Answer me this. Then how does Steph Curry have just as many rings as Bron?
Because he developed a whole team to go against one man.
So
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They developed a whole team to go against this one man.
The way I pictured it.
The way I pictured it, not the way it is. He's making up his own picture. The way I pictured it.
Well, Oklahoma City was up 3-1 on Golden State. Came back. KD said, "Well, if I can't beat him, I'll join."
See what I'm saying? That's the way he picked.
Hey,
because that's the way the narrative been preached. That's the way the narrative been told, and that's the way the narrative been showed and been said. That's the weakest move ever. That a man to leave to go here to this and that. That ain't the weakest move ever.
Well, no.
Like I said back then. Hey, if I can do something to make it better for me and my family and to feed my family and make me more money, I'm out of here too.
Okay.
Because I still got to work hard. I still got to play hard. I still got to practice. I still got to develop. I still got to do what it takes to win.
I get all of that. But let's be honest. This is KD 2 and 2.
But we ain't talking about KD. We talking about LeBron James and what was set up against the man.
I'm just saying, KD, this is a tip. Now that we've seen the track record, this is actually a KD move through and through. Just like you take a butt whooping from Ant-Man and then you turn around and say, Ant-Man is my favorite player to watch. How do you say that after you didn't busted you up?
Hey man, see how you done switched the narrative to KD now.
I'm just
no. See how he done switched the narrative from LeBron James to KD.
Well,
we don't even talk about KD.
Well, I'm just saying that's that. So no, back to old Bron. Bron still during this era. There's a team that has 4 championships against him. 4, not 1, not 2. Golden State. Golden State got 4 rings because of Bron. So you can't be the GOAT when another team during your era had 4 championships against.
Was Detroit in Michael Jordan's era?
Early years, yeah.
No. Was Detroit in Michael Jordan's era?
That was pre-Jordan.
Pre-Jordan.
Yeah.
What was that? Make believe Jordan?
No, that was during the 80s.
No. Was Detroit in Michael Jordan's era?
Early, yeah.
And how many times did Michael Jordan get beat by Detroit? There you go.
Twice.
Thank you.
Then he fall into Boston.
No.
He ran in the two best dynasties in the Eastern Conference was before Jordan.
And Jordan ran.
Boston
and Jordan and LeBron James ran into one of the best teams during his era, which was the Golden State Warriors,
who got 4.
And Detroit got 2, Boston got 2, and how many do the Lakers got during Michael Jordan's era?
Did the Lakers win another one? No, they didn't. They won one in like 87. Yeah, because Magic has 5. But that was the 80s.
It don't matter.
That was the 80s.
When did Jordan come into the league?
84.
Ain't that the 80s?
Then he was injured a year.
Ain't that the 80s?
When he injured a year?
Ain't that the 80s?
Yes.
Thank you.
But was he in his prime in the 80s?
Yes.
No. When did he start winning?
So now we're gonna say when he started winning.
91.
Now
91.
Ain't that because he was losing. He was getting his behind kicked.
The 2 best defensive squads in 2 different dynasties.
It don't matter. He was losing.
He ran against the Boston Celtics, one of the team of the 80s. Then he ran into the Pistons, one of the best defensive teams of all time. He ran in them 2 teams was in the Eastern Conference.
And LeBron James ran into the Golden State Warriors with 2 of the best 3-point shooters, 3 of the best shooters of all time in the NBA.
But ain't he supposed to be the GOAT?
Wasn't Jordan supposed to be the GOAT?
Well, Jordan dominated the 90s.
Wasn't Jordan supposed to be the GOAT?
He dominated the 90s, didn't he? He got 6.
But he didn't dominate. He lost 4 in the 80s, didn't he?
In the 80s, but 90s did he? 90 he had 6.
And did LeBron win his? Did LeBron win his?
LeBron got what? 4, 3. He's 4 and 6 in the finals.
Did LeBron win his? He got 4.
Okay, but
he got 4.
But
he got 4.
But Curry got 4 off of him. So does that make him hard?
Okay, and Detroit got 2 off of Jordan, and Boston got 2 off of Jordan.
2 dynasties.
It don't mean
it is 2. It is 2.
No, it don't.
Do you think the Golden State Warriors squad can beat the Pistons?
Depends on what area
No.
you're in.
No. You got it.
Depends on what area you playing it in.
If they playing 90s rules. No.
Not in the 90s rules, but they playing 80s. If they playing 2000 rules, yeah.
90s rules.
90s rules, no.
Thank you. Why?
Why? Because they get the dog crap beat out of them.
They too light in the draws.
But they playing this day rules, yeah.
With no hand checking?
Yep.
Yeah. They'd beat them.
Yeah, they will. Because they'll outshoot them.
You sure? Okay, then would the Golden State beat Boston?
Yeah.
No. The Boston Celtics with Larry Bird, Robert Parrish in that squad.
Yeah.
And Kevin McHale.
Depends on what rules you playing with.
It don't matter what rules you playing with. They not beating that squad, bro.
Man, you must be at your wacky tobacco move.
Hey, everybody, whoever watches this now or later, we need everybody to respond. Can Golden State Warriors, the Steph Curry era of the Golden State Warriors, beat?
It depends on what era you playing it in.
Can they beat the Detroit Pistons, the bad boy Pistons?
Depends on what era you playing it in.
Can they beat the Boston Celtics? Yo says no. No matter what era it is, no.
Hey man, hey, you see how he so smoothly changed subjects on stuff. You see how he do. You see how he so. Boy, I bet your wife never went to argument because you switch subjects so smooth, boy.
My crossover's deadly, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about Luka, and he went all the way to a conversation about LeBron James. Now I done messed with LeBron James. Now ain't talking about Golden State era and Boston and Detroit. He'll confuse me, man. I don't even know what we're talking about no more, man. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Hey, we need everybody to respond. Can Steph Curry's Golden State Warriors without KD?
I said, no, I know that.
I gotta make that because
without KD. Oh God!
Because they won 3 without KD.
They ain't that one without KD. No, he won 2 without KD.
Okay, he won 2 without KD.
No, yeah, 2 without KD.
Okay, 2 without KD. Okay,
he won 2 with KD, 2 without.
Okay. Tell me, can that squad be Pistons or Boston with the Golden State squad? And I'm going to tell y'all, I say no, because can another dude hold Larry Bird, the legend? Can none? Who?
Now get wrong. Now, like I said, Larry Bird. And
Kevin McHale?
Don't get me wrong. I would have to say, this is what I would say. I probably would go with Boston, to be honest.
Why?
I probably would go with Boston because that up and under that Kevin McHale do, he'll have Draymond Green crying.
and he'll
have Draymond Green crying, and it have the alien. He wouldn't know what to do.
And then you got Bird. Who's sticking Bird? If Green is on with Kevin McHale, who's on Bird?
Only issue would be is that Steph Curry runs around so much there will be nobody that can chase him around.
I think that'd be a
but the thing is with that, it all depends on what rule they in. If they're in the 90s rule, they're gonna hit him a couple of times. They supposed to slow him down.
Yeah,
they're gonna slow him down. And the thing is, what they're gonna do, they're gonna kick him in the ankle on the slide. Ain't nobody gonna see him kick him. They're gonna kick him in the ankle. You gotta understand how they played back then. They wasn't trying to injure you where you couldn't play, where season-ending injury or career-ending injury.
But they had a no layup rule.
But they was doing just enough to get you out the game.
No layup rule.
So
wouldn't be no layup.
So when Curry went up, or when Curry was running and he'll go up for a shot, they'll jump in some kind of way where they'll make their knee or their leg or something hit that ankle where it be hurt. Where when he came down, he wouldn't want to jump on. They'll slow him down from all that running because they'll set so many screens and picks that he would have to come off of
and get elbowed and bodied.
If you get hit in that arm enough, why you think Jordan had to go buck up?
So he could take that punishment.
But Jordan
got one of the best mid ranges ever.
If Jordan had to go buck up and get stronger
to handle that,
imagine what Curry gonna have to do to handle that beating.
And he's lighter.
You can only go back so far. What you gonna have Curry shooting from another free throw line? You gonna have Curry shooting from another free throw line, man?
And y'all gotta remember that Boston Celtics team was big. Robert Parrish. Yes.
You had Robert Parrish. You had McHale. You had Larry Bird. You had Danny Ainge. And Danny Ainge was a very dirty player. I couldn't stand.
And then the point guard. I forgot the point guard, the light skinned cat
with the freckles.
Yeah.
Dennis Johnson.
Yeah.
You had cats on that team, man, that just they were dirty, hard,
defensive
workers.
Yeah.
That just didn't mind. When I say they hated you and they gonna get up in you, they was gonna get up in you. And that was the difference with them. They wasn't supposed to allow you to mess around. So it just all. That's why I say it depends on what era you playing in. But even if you playing in the 2000 era, now you're allowing Larry Bird to play in your rule.
Yeah, and get whatever he wants.
So there's no hand checking Larry Bird. There's no hand checking Kevin McHale with that up and under.
So that means, and then Larry Bird was the dude that would actually talk noise and would tell you what he was going to do.
So the same rules that apply to you apply to him.
And Larry Bird wasn't gonna miss too many.
So that's what that's what people don't understand. We saying, well, what era you playing in? Well, the same rules that apply to in this rule now are the same rules apply to them. Well, you think, well, back then, the 3-point shot, you didn't take it as often. It wasn't that they couldn't shoot it.
You just didn't.
They just didn't take it because
the style of play.
The style of play it was.
Yeah.
Well, now you opening up the style of play. Think about this. Larry Bird come into a 3-point shooting contest and come in there and tell you who's coming in second.
And he never takes his jacket off.
But this man come in and he's shooting 3-point shots with ease, 20 and 30 shots, making them with ease.
So just imagine, just imagine Larry Bird in this era.
It's like Reggie Miller in this era.
Yeah, Reggie. Those
you had players back then that can shoot. They just didn't because the style of play didn't allow them to shoot 3-pointers that way.
Now the game has evolved where taking a 3 is almost like a fast break. I've seen guys come up and just pull up for the tramp line and hit. What do you think?
Steph Curry's daddy.
Yeah.
Dale Curry
was pulling up.
Yeah, I saw the video. So imagine him playing in this era. So that's why I say when people say, well, switch it, I was just doing tongue in cheek with yo, but I'm just saying, if you say he playing in this era, well, those Detroit teams, Boston teams, they playing with the same rules of this era too. So Isaiah Thomas, what you see Kyrie do, Isaiah can do.
Yeah.
The handles that Kyrie got, Isaiah got them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Isaiah Thomas got them same handles.
The only thing, he just gets a bad rap because him and Jordan did not get along.
Isaiah Thomas can do what Kyrie do.
Yes. And was doing that for the Detroit Pistons when they was winning championships. It was him and the microwave. Everybody else played defense.
Joe Dumars was that dude.
Yes.
Joe Dumars was like that.
And the Jordan stopper. That's what they called it.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I say when people say, see the difference is, the people in this era, when you say you playing in their era, it's going to be tougher for them to go play in that era than it is for that era
to play in this era. Yes.
That's what people don't get.
Because I think Tracy McGrady, if he was actually in his prime now, Tracy McGrady might be able to put up 40 a night. Easily. Tracy McGrady in this era.
Oh, yeah.
40 a night. 40 a night.
Once Tracy McGrady came into his own before he had the injury.
Yeah.
Penny Hardaway.
Yeah. Would we putting up 40 almost? Yeah.
Penny Hardaway. Before Penny Hardaway had them knee injuries. Penny Hardaway was that dude.
Yeah. Him and Shaq.
Yeah, he was that dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I can just think of some players that if they played in this era, you'd be like, man.
Yeah, he was that dude.
Yeah.
Kenny Anderson.
That dude.
He was that dude.
Yeah.
That's why people don't get. These was those dudes. It's just that in the era that they played, the defense was different.
Yes. But I heard Paul Pierce and KG said this. They said back in their days, there was a dog on every team that you had to go and see and had to stop. It said it's not like that nowadays. They said you might have a team that's gonna score, but he ain't got that dog in him where he gonna say, "Hey, I'm gonna give 30 tonight on y'all." They ain't got to do. The only dude we really see to do is like that today is Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But during KG and them time, they named Steve Francis. They said the big dog Glenn Robertson, Ben Wallace. They said them Pistons teams with Rip Hamilton and them. They said every team you face, you had to face a dog. You had to face Dwayne Wade. It was like every dude, Stevie Francis. They said every day you was facing somebody, a dog that was coming to get you. Now they say it ain't like that no more.
So, but before we get out here, we got these two finals. We got the Western Conference Finals. We got the Eastern Conference Finals. In the West, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves against the Dallas Mavericks. Yo, what you got? Who you got, and how many games?
I got Timberwolves in 6. Timberwolves in 6.
I have the Timberwolves. I don't know, man. I like Dallas. I like the Kyrie redemption. I like the Kyrie redemption because I like that, because what bothers me is that, and I was one, and I apologize to Kyrie, because Kyrie doing his thing this year. He haven't, since he's been in Dallas. Even last year, you haven't heard nothing about Kyrie. He's been balling. He's been doing his thing. You haven't had no mess. You haven't had no issues. People are saying, well, he's trying to get a contract. Well, he got his contract, and he's still doing the same thing. So now what people got to say? I ain't got nothing to say but good things about Kyrie.
Only thing, though, do we really want to see Dallas against Boston in the NBA Finals? I don't think that would be much of a matchup. But I would rather see.
But it has a lot of storylines.
Has a lot of.
Ooh, can you imagine the storylines?
Kyrie going back against his old squad.
Porzingis, they didn't really get along.
Yeah.
Kyrie going back to Boston.
Yeah.
You got a lot of storylines. It make for a lot of interesting storylines.
The better matchup is Boston and Minnesota NBA Finals.
But just to be on, I'm gonna say Dallas. I'm gonna say Dallas in 6. Just to go to opposite. I'm saying Dallas in 6.
All right, I got Timberwolves. They're to me they're bigger.
But to me, I don't have a dog in the fight. So, but it don't matter to me.
But I'm riding with Minnesota. I just didn't see that dog in them, and they're a little bit deeper to me than.
But I do want to see this Ant-Man Kyrie matchup.
Yeah,
I want to see if Kyrie used to be, and this was supposed to be interesting. Used to be Kyrie will take that challenge.
I think he's gonna take this challenge.
No. But I'm saying used to be Kyrie will take the challenge for a detrimental of the team.
Yeah,
you was able to go with him, and he'll go back and forth with you, and you'll get him out the game for the detriment of the team. Now I think Kyrie has matured.
He ain't gonna fall into that trap.
I don't think he's gonna fall into that trap. I think he'll take the challenge, but I think the challenge will be taken differently.
Okay.
I think it'll be taken a lot different. I think he's gonna pick and choose when to take on the challenge. So it's gonna be a lot different. That's what's gonna be the difference in this.
Okay.
Because back in the day, you was able to talk Kyrie.
Trying to shoot bucket for bucket.
Bucket for bucket.
Now he ain't gonna do that. Now he gonna make the right basketball play.
I think he's done matured, and he's done grew up, and he's done seen too much basketball to get caught up in that now. And so I believe he's gonna pick and choose when to take on the challenge.
Okay.
And because of that,
I'm picking
Dallas. All right, you got Boston, Indiana. I got Boston in 5. It should be 4-0 sweep, but you never know about Boston. They'll do something that's crazy that don't make any kind of sense. Boston has the more talented team, even without Porzingis playing. Boston is more talented. They have more depth. They have the better 1-2 punch in Brown and Tatum. Also with Holiday and with White. This game should be a sweep. Boston should run away with this game 4-0, but being Boston, they'll give a game away.
I got Boston in 5. I just don't think for Indiana to stay in this game, they're gonna have to slow the tempo down. They're gonna have to make.
But they can't, because that's not Indiana's game.
Right. But
Indiana's not a slow down tempo game. So this supposed to be up and down. Their games during the regular season average 110 plus points a game.
But I don't think that. I think that's right into Boston's what they want to do.
But that's right into what Indiana want to do. Neither one of them want to slow down game. But Boston's a better defensive team.
Right. That's what I'm saying. For me, because the X factor in this series is going to be Siakam. What is Siakam going to be able to do against Boston? Is he going to find a mismatch like he did against New York? If he can actually be another weapon for Indiana, he'll make it close. But I just don't think that Indiana has the depth, especially in their core guys, Halliburton and Turner. They just don't have a punch like Tatum and Brown.
Hey,
I just don't see it.
Hey, man, if Obi wouldn't have got hurt, because Obi was proving a point.
Oh, for the Knicks?
He was proving, yeah. He was proving a point to everybody and to Toronto, is that y'all thought Siakam was the main guy on this squad. And Obi was proving a point. Siakam wasn't doing nothing until Obi got hurt. Once Obi got hurt, then Siakam. But Obi was proving a point. Siakam ain't doing nothing in this game, dog.
Well, we'll see. But I still got Boston in 5 because I want to see Boston in Minnesota. I want to see the young bucks from Boston face the young superstar in Ant-Man.
All right. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, I apologize. We didn't get to know WNBA this week, but we're going to get to some WNBA next week.
We didn't even get to the fight.
Yeah.
Furry got knocked out.
Yeah.
That's all we had to say.
Yeah.
He had knocked out,
but
but he didn't get the incident.
And I apologize. My partner interrupted me talking about the WNBA. We will not do that on this show. We respect the WNBA on this show. We will respect the WNBA and women's basketball on this show. We would not do that. And so we will talk about the WNBA next week because I hate that we're not seeing a lot of WNBA basketball games. I was looking for the Connecticut Sun game against Indiana Fever last night.
We get the highlights, bro. It don't come on TV.
And couldn't find it nowhere last night.
Well, unless you get the league pass. You got to get the WNBA league pass, which is like $40.
And I can't find it nowhere. It's sad. You can't find none of the games nowhere. It's a shame.
Get the pass. Get the league pass.
Man, I didn't even want to get the NBA league pass.
Well, the only way you're gonna be able to see the WNBA before the summertime,
it's on Ion TV.
Really?
Yeah, they be showing it on Ion TV.
Really?
I think that's only on weekends that they show it on Ion TV.
Just like the soccer league is on CW.
But you can't really even see the highlights. The only highlights you really see on the shows is if it's Caitlin Clark or the Aces. Other than that, you don't see no highlight.
True, but I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a work in progress. It's gonna be a work in progress.
But we're gonna do what we can. I apologize. We didn't get to WNBA. We're gonna get to next week. We're gonna start off with the WNBA next week. We're gonna start with WNBA next week. We will not disrespect the WNBA on this show. I told you, and we unspoke. We will not disrespect the WNBA in basketball. We want to promote the WNBA on this show. You bark at us.
We bark back.
Row.
24/7 live from the Eden Media Studio. 24/7 live at KBOB899.com.